Guess what? You've been lied to. Your parents, your teachers, and even those cringe financial gurus on TikTok yelling about crypto in his garage, they all got it wrong. Getting rich isn't about working harder, being born lucky, or even having a college degree. It's about knowing the rules of a game 99% of people don't even realize they're playing. So if you're tired of wondering why you're broke despite doing everything right, buckle up. Because by the end of this video, you're going to know what it really takes to become rich, and it's not what you think. As a matter of fact, I want to break it down into 10 cold, hard truth bombs that will literally change how you think about wealth. Without wasting any time at all, let's jump right into it. Truth number 1, hard work isn't enough, but they told you it was. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a janitor on vacation in the Maldives? No? Exactly. Because here's the brutal truth nobody puts on an inspirational poster. Hard work is massively overrated. Now, calm down. I didn't say it's useless. I just said it's not enough. If hard work made people rich, construction workers would own yachts, right? The 99% were raised on a beautiful lie. Work hard and you'll succeed. But the truth, hard work is the price of admission, not the secret to wealth. Janitors, nurses, delivery drivers, these people hustle daily. But they're not getting rich from sweat alone. The rich don't trade time for money. They leverage other people's time, other people's money, systems that work while they sleep. Example, Jeff Bezos doesn't personally pack your Amazon box. He built a system. That system makes money 24/7, while Jeff dreams of colonizing Mars. Here's the mistake 99% make. They think money is earned linearly, as in more hours equals more money, more effort equals more reward, more exhaustion equals more respect. That's a poor person's equation. The rich use a different formula. Money equals value times scale times leverage. You can mop floors at midnight and still stay broke because value isn't measured in effort. It's measured in impact. A kid making memes on Instagram might create more financial leverage in 3 months than someone grinding at 2 jobs for 10 years. Why? Because value can scale. Labor doesn't. So if working harder isn't the answer, what is? Let's dig deeper. Truth number 2. You need assets, not paychecks. Let's get real for a second. If paychecks made people rich, every 6-figure employee would be a millionaire. Spoiler, they're not, because income is temporary. Assets are forever. Assets are your financial employees. They don't take breaks, they don't call in sick, and they never ask for a raise. They just work 24/7, quietly depositing money into your life while you're sipping a latte or watching cat videos. What counts as an asset? An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket without you lifting a finger. Think rental properties that pay you every month, dividend-paying stocks that drop cash like a slot machine, YouTube videos that keep earning even while you sleep, online businesses, ebooks, digital courses, even vending machines or laundromats. If it's working for you, without you, that's an asset. But here's what most people do instead. They chase promotions, they chase overtime, they chase job security. They build their entire financial life around a paycheck, which is just one emergency away from disappearing. But the rich, they build their life around cash flow. 1 asset equals 1 stream. 10 assets equals freedom. Speaking of assets, I have to pause the video right now to let you know this channel is completely devoted to financial freedom and investing in the right assets to go from middle class to financially unstoppable. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and join our members list to get the full scoop. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if you don't have the money to buy assets yet? That's where most people stop. But the rich, they use leverage to break that barrier. And that's exactly what we're diving into next. Truth number 3. You don't need money to make money, you need leverage. Oh yeah, here's another myth I'm sick and tired of people saying, it takes money to make money. That's like saying you need abs to start going to the gym. What you need is leverage. Here's exactly what the rich leverage. Time. They pay others to do tasks. Attention. They build audiences that buy. Credit. They borrow smart, not spend dumb. Technology. Automate and scale. Real example, a broke guy on YouTube built a $1 million faceless channel with free editing software, ChatGPT, and stock footage. He didn't have money, just leverage and consistency. Speaking of consistency, the next truth is a quiet killer for most people chasing wealth. Truth number 4, consistency greater than talent every single time. Let's be real. Talent is sexy, But consistency is rich. You've seen it. The genius who never finishes anything, broke. The average Joe who shows up every day like a machine, quietly stacking cash. Talent is potential. Consistency is leverage. You can be the most gifted person alive, but if you only show up when you feel like it, you'll get outpaced by someone who just doesn't quit. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. Example, the $10 rule. If you save $10 a day for 10 years, not a lot, right? But invest that in an index fund with compound interest. That's over $60,000 from 10 bucks every day. Now imagine doing the same thing with content, skill building, side hustles, investing, small, boring steps repeated relentlessly. That's the millionaire formula. Here's the problem. The 99% want excitement. They chase motivation. They look for hacks. The 1%, they build habits. They show up regardless. They fall in love with the process, not just the prize. But what if you're showing up, putting in the reps, and still not getting ahead? That's because most people are playing defense with their money. The rich, they play offense. And the next truth explains how. Truth number 5, rich people don't save, they multiply. Remember when your grandma said, "Save your money, honey"? Sweet advice. But if saving alone made you rich, every frugal person would be living in a mansion by now. Here's the brutal truth. You can't save your way to wealth. Not in a world where inflation eats 3 to 7% of your cash every year like it's at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Saving equals playing defense. Savings accounts earn 0.01% interest. Inflation is punching you in the face at 5% plus annually. That means your money is shrinking while it sits. The 99% think, if I just stack enough cash, I'll be secure. The 1% think, how do I turn this $100 into $1,000? The wealthy mindset, make every dollar work. Think of your money like little employees. If they're just sitting around in a savings account doing nothing, fire them. Your dollars should be out there grinding for you in index funds, real estate, high-yield investments, cash-flowing businesses. That's what the rich do. They multiply, not hoard. Quick analogy, saving is like filling a bucket with a hole in it. Investing is like building a pipeline to a waterfall. One gets lighter over time. The other, it flows forever. But even if your money's working for you, the next truth is why you might still look broke, and why the rich often look like they shop at Walmart. Let's talk about why looking rich actually makes you poor. Truth number 6, you don't look rich to get rich. Let's play a game. Spot the millionaire in this lineup. Guy in a Rolex, Gucci belt, and rented Lambo. Quiet dude in a hoodie, worn out sneakers, and a Toyota Corolla. Spoiler, it's almost always the second one. Enter stealth wealth. The rich don't need to look rich because they are rich. The 99% spend money to signal wealth. The 1% spend money to build wealth. Middle class flex, $1,500 designer bag, $800 iPhone upgrade, $600 a month car note. Rich flex, $500,000 invested in index funds, $5,000 per month in cash flow, no flex at all. The lifestyle inflation trap. The moment most people make more money, they raise their spending to match. New job, new car, tax refund, trip to Tulum, bonus, bottle service. The rich resist this. They delay gratification to accelerate freedom. Looking rich might impress your broke friends, but being rich changes your family tree. You don't need the latest Jordans. You need financial margin, the gap between what you earn and what you keep. Keep that gap wide, invest the difference, and flex in silence. But even stealth wealth won't save you if you don't understand the game you're playing, because the next truth is the real cheat code. Wealth is just math, and once you get it, everything changes. Truth number 7, wealth is math, not magic. Okay, let's rip the mystery out of wealth, shall we? Because the truth is, becoming rich isn't magic, it's math. And the calculator doesn't care about your feelings. The simple formula. Let's say you invest $500 per month in an index fund averaging 10% annually. Do that for 30 years. You're sitting on over $1 million. That's the boring millionaire formula nobody talks about on Instagram because it doesn't fit into a 15-second reel. Why most people miss it? Because the 99% are addicted to lottery tickets, meme stocks, crypto pumps. This one hack will make you rich overnight. Clickbait. They don't want math, they want magic. But here's the thing. The 1% win because they trust boring math over emotional hype. Here's the shift. Wealth equals income minus expenses plus time times investments. That's it. There's no secret chamber of the rich, just people who do the numbers and let time do the lifting. If you don't understand the math, you'll overspend, you'll underinvest, you'll panic during downturns, and you'll chase shiny objects that cost you years. Learn the numbers, run the numbers, and let the numbers run your wealth. But what if you don't have decades to wait? Don't worry, the next truth is the ultimate wealth accelerator, and it's something you can start building today. High-income skills. Truth number 8, skills are the new currency. Forget degrees, forget resumes. In today's world, skills pay the bills. Want to get rich faster? Don't look for a better job, look for a better skill set. The harsh reality, the market doesn't care about hikey, how long you've worked, how loyal you are, your GPA. It cares about what problem can you solve and how fast can you solve it. The bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. Here are a few skills that print money: copywriting, sales, content creation, public speaking, coding, trading attention, social media, branding, marketing. You don't need 10 skills. You need one that solves a real problem and the guts to charge for it. Real example, a guy learns video editing on YouTube, offers services on Fiverr. Within a year, he's making $10,000 a month. No fancy setup, just focus and a skill in demand. Meanwhile, someone with a master's degree is still filling out job applications. Key takeaway: you're not underpaid, you're underskilled. And skills are the ultimate wealth hack because once you have one, nobody can take it from you. It's recession-proof, degree-proof, gatekeeper-proof. But even if you're loaded with skills, you'll still stay broke if your mindset is broken. And that's exactly what we're uncovering next. Truth number 9. Your mindset is your million-dollar asset, or your silent killer. Let's be honest, you don't have a money problem. You have a thinking problem, because money doesn't start in your wallet, it starts in your mind. Poor mindset versus rich mindset. Poor mindset, I can't afford that. I'm not good with money. People like me don't get rich. Rich mindset, how can I afford that? I can learn anything. Why not me? See the difference? One shuts doors, the other looks for keys. Here's the brutal truth. If you handed someone with a poor mindset $1 million, they'd lose it in a year. Why? Because their inner operating system is still broke. Wealth doesn't fix mindset. Mindset builds wealth and protects it. Broke isn't a condition. It's a temporary situation. Poor is a mindset that keeps you stuck there. If you keep saying, I'm just not good with money, you're giving yourself permission to stay broke. Flip the script. I'm learning how to master money every day. Final word on mindset. The way you talk about money becomes the way you handle it. Want a different financial life? Change the story first. The results follow. But mindset alone won't get you there, because the truth is, real wealth, it's boring. And most people quit before the good stuff kicks in. Let's close this out with the final uncomfortable truth about getting rich. Truth number 10. Rich people do what's boring. Repeatedly. Let's talk about something nobody wants to be a part of. Modern-day society is filled with nothing but TikTok brain. Everyone wants to be rich, but nobody wants to be bored. And that's the problem, because let's face it, the path to wealth isn't some flashy thrill ride. It's more like brushing your teeth. Necessary, repetitive, and kind of dull. Real wealth is built on boring. Budgeting every month, investing in index funds, tracking expenses, automating savings, saying no to dumb purchases, reading, learning, applying, rinse, repeat, forever. The rich aren't playing roulette, they're playing chess. With spreadsheets. Why most people fail? The 99% get bored and quit. They chase dopamine instead of discipline. First month investing? Excited. Third month? Meh. 10th month? Forgot they even had a portfolio. Meanwhile, the 1%, they treat boredom like a cheat code. Boring equals predictable. Predictable equals consistent. Consistent equals compounding. Compounding equals wealth. It's not sexy, but it works. Real example. Imagine investing $500 a month into an index fund. First year, yawn. Year 5, getting interesting. Year 10, things explode. That's the power of doing the same boring thing again and again and again, while everyone else gets distracted. Final mindset shift. Wealth isn't about excitement, it's about execution. Want a rich life? Master the basics and never stop. And now you know. This is why 99% of people never become rich. Not because they're lazy, but because they're busy doing the wrong things, expecting the right results. But you're different now. So let's wrap this up. You just unlocked 10 truths most people will never understand about money. And now you have a choice. Close this video and scroll to the next distraction. Or apply what you've learned and change your future forever. If you plan to actually apply it, just comment the words, "I will be rich," so I know that you're serious. And if you want to keep learning how to build wealth quietly and escape the trap 99% of people are stuck in, watch this next video where we break it down step by step and fill you in on how it's really done. So we'll see you in the next one.